Yo, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do the usual weekly breakdown where we take a look at the market from both a technical and a fundamental perspective. Without any further ado, let's jump straight into it. Now, the first data that we are going to look at is the news reports that got released last week to give us an indication of more or less what we can expect going into the new week. And the most important news that does stand out for me is Jerome Powell's comments. And we're going to look at exactly what he said and how that is going to impact the market this week. Now, the most important comment out of this entire article is the one that says US Federal Reserve officials, including the main man Jerome Powell over here, said on Thursday they will still not sure that interest rates are high enough to finish the battle with inflation. Now, if you remember the video that I did on how the index increases in value, it's basically when inflation's high, then you get a high treasury yield, and that means the Fed's more likely to hike interest rates, and that leads to a stronger dollar. Now, going into the new week, we've got some inflation data coming through month over month, year over year, and that we also got the core PPI, the core retail sales, the Empire Manufacturing Index, PPI, retail sales. So next week's going to be a very busy week, so please make sure that you do enter the market cautiously so that you don't get caught on the wrong side of the market. Guys, without any further ado, let's head over to the technical analysis and look at the market from that perspective as well. So as always, we are going to start off with the dollar index and then work our way through all the way to gold there as well. Now, the dollar index, if you remember the last breakdown that I did anticipate the market to complete the same formation. I did expect the market to pull back to this level over here. We had that weak rejection anticipating a move down. However, the market had now pulled back slightly deeper. Now, if you guys also remember, I did talk about this gap that I anticipate the market to fill on the 4-hour time frame that we have over here. And this is what I see the market going to fill in next week. You can also see over here, we had the market that was consolidating for about 2 days. We had that head and shoulders pattern, kind of confusing retail traders, and then the market then broke above this level of resistance, came back, tested it as support. Going into next week, I do expect the index to increase in value slightly, go fill in that gap, and then from there I'll give you guys another update. Now you can see I'm going from the daily to the 4-hour because a lot of people had asked me if I can't go a little bit deeper. Next up, we do have this is the German 30 index. And if you start on the daily time frame, we can see that this market had now broken above this very important structural level over here that had acted as a level of resistance. Market broke above that, tested it as support, support did not hold. Market broke below support, tested it as resistance, printed an equal high back, broke above resistance, tested it as support. Definitely a continuation to the upside there as well. Going on the 4-hour time frame, what do we have here? Now, firstly, we can see that this is a very beautiful piece of price action that had played out here. Now, here we have here we can see the market also printed new structure. I do expect this market to continue slightly higher, pull back, and then definitely continue higher there as well. Next up, we've got the NASDAQ. NASDAQ been very bullish, just hit strong level of resistance. We go on the daily time frame, we can see over here that the market had now reached a very important structure with a gap still there to be filled. But the market now broke above this very strong level of resistance, and once the resistance gets broken, it does become support. So I do expect a pullback over here. Then if you go down on the 4-hour time frame, what do we have? Now here we can see obviously we have no structure. Going into the new week, I would just wait for this market to pull back slightly first and then look for that bullish continuation to the upside. However, you can get into sells in this market, but you obviously just need to go onto lower time frames. Next up, we do have the Dow Jones. So the Dow Jones also still got some moving room to the upside. If you go down on the daily time frame, we can see over here we have a structure that is the next important level there. We can expect the market to pull back from. The problem that we are sitting with here is that the market had print a massive impulse and it never came back to correct itself, and the market always corrects itself. However, I do expect this market to continue higher, so it's going to basically look the same on the 4-hour. Gold, as you guys heard now, gold fell because there is still uncertainty about whether or not the Feds are done hiking interest rates. I do expect gold to continue lower still and hit that previous level of support that we have over here. And then if we go down on the 4-hour time frame, what do we have here? We can see that we do have structure that was formed at that level. So best way to approach it is a pullback, and then definitely right this continuation. As you guys can see, there's 72 comments that needs to be answered. I will probably have to make a separate video on that, but not yet. Otherwise, it's going to take a couple of years for me to get through that content. Guys, that is it from my side. Thank you for your time. And as always, cheers for the ears.